Hi guys. I just finished watching the trials of Gabriel Fernandez, and like a lot of you, it was tough. I mean, some of us couldn't get through the episodes. I myself, I cried through every single episode. And I always feel like watching documentaries, there's knowledge gems everywhere that you can pick up from. Because I've had a lot of people ask, why do you even watch it? Why would you want to see something like that? Because there's always something to learn. And one of the things that I feel is important after watching this is really acknowledging your own childhood trauma and how you can heal yourself and heal the rest of your family. A lot of us grew up with some sort of toxicity in our family, whether it was within our own walls or extended family. Could have been a parent, and could have been alcoholics, drug addicts, maybe somebody that touched you inappropriately, body shamed you, fat shamed you, gender shamed you. I mean, unfortunately, the list can go on and on. And I think when we become adults, we really see on a deeper level just how much childhood trauma attaches to you and stays with you throughout your life. And I think it's important for us to look at something like what happened to Gabriel, and God forbid we never had any kind of abuse to that magnitude. His poor soul, I don't even know how he did it. But I also don't think that it devalues whatever you went through, your childhood trauma. And I think it's important as a parent also to understand that sometimes shield your children from not only the toxicity or negativity of the outside world, but sometimes within the own walls of your home or extended family. And I think for us, moving on with the next generation, I think it's super important to not allow your unhealed wounds of trauma in your childhood bleed out into the new branches of your family tree. I think remember those times when you felt so little and so helpless, and how adults or parents or family members affected you in a negative way and made you feel hopeless, made you feel vulnerable, really hurt you physically, emotionally, and carry that not just as a burden for yourself, but to remind you gently in your heart to be more gentle and kind to your own children, to your cousins, to your nieces, to your nephews. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're someone like the documentary, a security guard, a police officer in some facility where you can help other people. Now you have some sort of reference to notice red flags or figure out where something just doesn't seem right. And what can you do? Can you call child services? Can you call the police? Can you notify the appropriate authorities? And always feel like you can step in so that we're not looking at a part of ourselves later and saying, what could I have done different? How could I have stepped in and helped somebody? And so I think a good part of learning from this is, where can you step in with love in your heart and be the helper, be the lover, be the example, and break the cycle. Let your family break the cycle of what you went through. And just like I did this morning when I had that awful dream, and it reminded me of instances when I was young and I felt a certain way, and I won't go into detail about that, but when I woke up crying to my husband, there was beauty, because he said, that's not us anymore. That's not our family. Our kids are not going to go through what I went through or what you went through. We are breaking the cycle, and that's beautiful. And everybody that's listening to this, you have that power to break whatever cycle you went through as a child, whatever you witnessed yourself, whatever you felt, whatever you did. It can change with you. You can be the first person to change for the next generation.